about Rey's staff. I have four theories which I think could all be true, but I really honestly think one of them isn't. It's going to be the last one I'm going to get to. So let me rapidly go through these three. I'll get to the fourth one, which I think is true. This video shouldn't be that long, so bear with me. My first theory is that it is a placeholder for a lightsaber, as we saw in The Force Awakens. It's a placeholder for her to learn how to use a combat weapon like that so that she can essentially evolve and move up to using a lightsaber efficiently. It could be true, but I feel like with us seeing the staff in the closing shot of The Force Awakens that it has a deeper meaning than that. I really do. I don't feel like that would be the case if it was just a placeholder. A second theory is that it's the double-bladed lightsaber. And that it kind of coincides with the third theory that it is a Sith relic and that it could possibly be a Sith double-bladed lightsaber that she just might not have figured out how to open, use. Maybe she has to use some kind of force technique to get it to work. Who knows? I could see that being the case too, especially if she ends up turning to the dark side later on. I would definitely entertain that thought, but with it, I feel like it has a bigger meaning than just that as well. But that's a very entertaining thought to just think about. My last theory, because those were just 2 and 3 right there, and I'm moving through these very fast. My last theory is that it is Snoke's / Plagueis staff. Now, we saw a toy come out, and I don't remember the date, so don't hold me to that, where there's an action figure of Darth Plagueis, and it had a staff almost identical to Rey's. Now, my theory is on this that when Palpatine decided to kill Darth Plagueis, his master, Darth Plagueis the Wise, that he did kind of an essence transfer, and maybe not just cheat death, but also learn how to use the ways of the Force to move himself into objects, or his essence into objects. Now, I go back to Darth Nihilus for this, and in Legends, Darth Nihilus had to essentially put his essence, his Force, into his cloak and his mask, because he was no longer becoming a physical entity, because he was losing like his physical appearance. He was becoming all force matter, all dark force matter. So he had to transfer himself into his mask and his cloak, and I feel like that's what Darth Plagueis might have done here. He might have put himself into the staff, which essentially would allow him to see everything that's going on around Rey, see where Luke's going to be in the next movie, and see what the plan is going to be on top of whatever they're doing for the near future. I feel like that's a great way to put a bow tie on everything right now. It's a great way for them to find Luke, for Kylo Ren to find Luke in Episode 8. And I feel like that's possibly what happens because, spoiler alert, they collide eventually. Of course, the report's been out there for a while now that the Knights of Ren, which who knows where they've been, the Knights of Ren all go and find Luke and Rey, and they all start just having a dogfight. So I think that might be how Snoke / Plagueis will know, and I also think that's how we're going to know that Snoke is Plagueis, and that's a very good way to tie that up. And I think that he not only learned how to do that, but through ways of the Force, that he might also know how to just project himself as a Force entity, because he is no longer a physical entity, even though he does have connections with the staff. So I think he's found ways over time, because he is one of the greatest Sith Lords ever. He is Darth Plagueis the Wise, and they don't call him the Wise for nothing. So I feel like that's what is going on with the staff. Let me know what you guys think, because it's very entertaining to think of the staff as something more and not just discrediting it as something that's not even there, because honestly it could just be nothing like they've said in the past, but I don't feel that way. I don't feel like it's just nothing. I don't feel like you put it in the closing shot of the movie for it to be nothing. I feel like it has a lot deeper meaning, and the way that it's just on her back, like, don't forget to look over your shoulder. Like, that speaks volumes to me right there. Like, make sure you look over your shoulder because they're there. They're watching you. So maybe it's just something that I'm thinking about. maybe it's something to think about for the future. Maybe we'll see that in episode 8 or episode 9 or 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 in the next 100 years. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, let me know what you guys think below. Do you think Rey's staff actually is something? Do you think it's a placeholder? Do you think it's Darth Plagueis'? Let me know what you guys think below, and I appreciate y'all so much for watching. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe for more, and I will catch you guys later.